Hey everyone, welcome back. I'm Donna. This is Brian. We're doing part 2. So if you just saw our last episode, we just kind of did questions between the two of us, just to show you kind of a little bit about us. Again, it's a podcast about men's mental health, but we are going to talk about different things as well. Brian does suffer from anxiety, depression, and panic disorder. We're not giving medical advice. Strictly, it's our opinion. Not geared towards children. This episode kind of, well, his language, it probably isn't. Some adult content. And if you're easily offended, this might not be what you want to watch. So, like I said, this is part 2 from our last episode. We were just asking people questions. We finished off with music.
Not asking people questions.
I mean, asking each other questions.
This is literally where we left off.
You literally
with heckle and jive and Bake Shelton, what is it? Shake Blelton, whatever the fuck his name is.
All right, so we talked about music, and that was fine. All right, let's talk movies. Name your top 5.
Oh, I hate those lists. They change every week. If I could only watch 5 for the rest of my life, that kind of thing.
No, just your top 5 movies.
Braveheart. Bad Santa.
There goes the adult content.
Well, just don't watch it. You won't be offended. Saving Private Ryan. The Majestic. And if you don't know what that is, that's a drama with Jim Carrey. And Reign Over Me with Adam Sandler, which is another drama, because my 2 favorite movies of theirs are not comedies. The Reign Over Me, I kind of associate with a little bit.
Okay.
Obviously, Saving Private Ryan, I don't. I've never been to war. Braveheart, I didn't live in the 1400s. The Majestic was set in, is it the 50s, when Hoover or whoever it was going after like communists in Hollywood. And Bad Santa is just, it's so wrong, it's perfect.
All right. Top 5 sitcoms or series.
Married with Children, MASH, Sons of Anarchy, Sopranos, and Vikings.
Okay.
That one's pretty easy because I don't watch a whole lot. And I've seen all of them, I don't know how many times. What about you for movies?
Oh, wow. Wow, this is tough. Movies. I'm not as much of a movie buff as you are.
Just because I have like 400 DVDs and own a couple of hundred on Amazon doesn't make me a movie buff.
For different reasons, probably Mamma Mia.
That's going to sound stupid. Is that the Italian one?
No, that's it. No.
Oh.
I think mine are mostly musicals. I think Grease.
They're allowed to be.
I
think I can name one.
If you're saying West Side Story, that's wrong.
Sound of Music.
Yeah, Sound of Music. I don't know why, but I love the movie Fear.
Is that the one with Wahlberg?
Yeah. If I had to pick another one, it would probably be I gotta remember the name of it. It has Denzel Washington in it. Me and my dad constantly watch it.
What narrows it down to 50? Equalizer?
Is that where he meets the girl in the diner?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't know why. It's just a great movie. Now sitcoms, that's a lot easier.
I know we're gonna have at least two that are the same. I think.
The Pit, which is about Pittsburgh's trauma center. Sons of Anarchy. The Vikings.
What?
And not the Vikings, Sopranos.
I was like, you won't even watch it the second time.
Grey's Anatomy.
And I'm pretty sure I can guess the other one. Law and Order?
I do like Law and Order SVU or SVU. SVU.
Wait, they're making one about sport utility vehicles?
Ironically, though,
But you also like Chicago Fire.
I was just going to say,
Chicago Med.
I know it. I'm not a fan of Chicago Med or Chicago PD. Chicago Fire, I'm a huge fan of. There's a lot I can't.
But you also like, I'm just going to say black is the new orange. Orange is the new black.
Orange is the New Black was a good one. One of my favorite shows, and it's funny because when I was getting my tattoo, me and my tattoo artist was talking about it. It was called Oz. It was about the Oswald prison. It was a men's prison.
Oh, yeah, I heard of that.
Amazing show. I would watch it again in a heartbeat. I enjoyed Orange is the New Black. That's not bad. Right now, I just actually finished watching the last season of Steel Magnolias, which
Wait, the movie?
no,
They made a series
and
out
not
of it?
Steel. It's called Sweet Magnolia. Sorry.
Oh.
It's just
I just thought of another movie that might. You know what? I'm thinking of a couple now because I'm like Scarface, The Irishman.
I like The Irishman.
I'm like,
It's hard. Yeah. All right, now I don't know why I'm going to ask him this, but I will anyway, and it's probably going to be like maybe one or two if he can think of them. Books.
Ones that I've read.
How can you like a book that you didn't read?
I'm literally gonna have to go back to when I was a kid because I don't think I
Okay.
ever read a book as an adult.
That's fine then.
That wasn't an instructional or something like that. They're all going to be kids' books because I did not read. Like after high school, I don't know that I read a book that wasn't like a how-to or.
That's messed up because I bought him a book for Christmas.
I haven't read it yet. But I wanted it. Doesn't mean I'm ever going to read it.
Yeah.
It
Okay.
was kind of a.
That's fine. I just
Yeah, it was kind of. I just wanted it. I may read it, or it's just for a collector's item. Which was Alex Van Halen's brother's book, The Legends of Narnia, which I know there was a series, and one was The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. I can't remember the other one. I think there was like 3 or 5 different books in there, but that series. The Mouse and the Motorcycle. Stanley the Steam Engine, I think it was called. You know what? I did read an adult book, PT 109, about JFK and his time in the Navy. It's weird because I actually belonged to a book club at our local library when I was a kid to see how many books you could read during the summer. And I can't remember any of them. Cat in the Hat.
okay then.
Shows you my level. I wasn't a reader. I just wait for it to come out in the movies, which I'm still waiting for Mouse on a Motorcycle. I don't think they've done that one yet.
Probably not.
How about you?
Oh, wow. Outsiders.
Saw the movie.
Does not compare to the book.
I didn't like the movie.
I was very disappointed in the movie because I had the images of what I portrayed from the book.
I didn't even like the movie.
I Am Ozzy.
I think I could name at least one other one.
The Charles Manson.
Oh, I forgot about that
Book.
one. That wasn't the one I was thinking.
Becoming a Son.
Can I take a guess?
List. There's about 4 other ones, but
I was going to say the Heroin Diaries.
Heroin Diaries. I will tell you right now. I also read Tommy Lee's book. Reading Nikki Sixx's book gave me a whole different perspective of him. He was very raw in the book. Reading the Charles Manson book. Now, before everyone thinks like I'm some kind of crazy person, Charles Manson fascinated me because of what people claim that he was able to do to them. I'm going to put it that way. But reading this book, now this book was written by somebody who he spent time in jail with that got out long before he was ever put in jail for the murders. He went back to see him once he was arrested. And they were talking. The only reason, and he was a writer by this time, the only reason Charles gave him the okay to write is because he was the only one he trusted. He thought everyone else would make him out to be somebody else.
The bad guy?
Not the bad guy, no. He admits in the book all the fucked up stuff he did. But this is where I kind of think it's weird. Like, I'm a big believer that we set people up to fail all the time. Me and you've talked about this.
We set them up to fail?
The society, not us personally, society. His mom had him at the age of 13, 14. She was a prostitute.
Well, that's not society doing
No,
it.
no,
That's
no.
his
I
own
understand that.
Mother.
Right. He went to live with his uncle. He made him dress in girls' clothing and sent him to school. He went into a juvenile detention center. The guards had him. Stuff happened to him. Like, it was like one thing after another with this boy.
If it's true.
And so the author, when he wrote this, he looked into like papers about the judgment of him going into the facilities and all that. He didn't just take his word.
I'm saying the uncle and some of the other stuff.
Yeah, I mean,
who knows?
So that book was awesome. Ozzy's book to me was an incredible book. Both of them. I Am Ozzy.
Is that the one I was going to get you for Christmas, but you bought it?
Yes. I Am Ozzy went back to his childhood to present, and then Last Rites was another one, just amazing. I like books, though. It drives him crazy. I can sit and...
Doesn't drive me crazy. It's not my thing.
I can sit and start a book and be done it in like that. There was another book I read, and I had to actually read it for school. The Come Up. It's about, I had to read it because it teaches us how to work with children and stuff like that. They actually made it a movie. That was another good one. But, I mean, there's a lot of books I really love.
What about Blake Shelton's biography?
That was an eye-opener, man. I knew he had a loved one that he lost. I didn't know how it affected him until I read the book, though. Yeah, I mean, I have tons of books. I and there's more I would love to read, but it's just
Yeah, my mom was a reader. She read like War and Peace, whatever that freaking.
I'm a huge Grisham lover, like his books.
I think she liked them too.
Yeah. And I got both my parents love to read. My dad is an avid reader.
Well, they made a shitload of movies from his books, didn't they?
Yeah. And I will be honest with you, they were damn near to a T. I do not like reading a book and then watching a movie. Example, The Outsiders. I was very upset when I saw The Outsiders because I had that picture that I made in my head of as I was reading it. And I am the type of person, like right now I'm reading Becoming a Son. And
Which is, if anybody's watched The Sons of Anarchy, the character Happy, whose name is David LaBrava, former Hell's Angel, he had lost his son to suicide. And he writes about, I guess, that time. And
No, it goes back to his childhood.
so, but I mean, that's in
Yeah.
it and everything.
And reading this, now I'm picturing, and I think I followed him on social media and all before I got the book, but I'm picturing the person we see now. And I'm reading back about he was like 14, 15, how he like was on his own. He moved and how he was on a boat full of drugs and he got caught by the Mexican, like all that stuff. And I'm like,
Well, it's weird when you watch somebody as a character for 7 years on a show and then go, oh, they're nothing like that. Or
yeah,
you know.
it's, yeah. But yeah, books.
How about, we were talking about movies. What like top couple of movies that were like huge blockbusters that you just thought sucked? That just everybody else raved about, you just couldn't, just wasn't you.
Star Wars,
The newer ones.
all of them.
Even the first three from the
Not a
70s?
fan. Not a fan. Everyone's going to jump on me about this one. Jurassic Park.
The newest one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that one sucked ass.
Um,
I don't know if anybody's going to jump on you because I remember when that came out and on Facebook there was a lot of people that agreed with me that that was just a horrible fucking movie. I don't know, but was that a huge? I don't know that was that big of a blockbuster though.
I'm trying to think some of the blockbusters that were out.
I'm talking about like movies that just made so much damn money and were just
I can't think of anyone.
spawned franchises, and you just went.
Not a fan of Fast and Furious.
That's one.
I don't like your typical movies. I'm just not. I One of my all-time favorite movies, and I didn't even say this, but it is the Chris Kyle movie.
American Sniper. That was a blockbuster.
That was one of my, and I don't think it was. I like Bradley Cooper, so I'll start with that.
Who?
Bradley Cooper.
Oh, I thought you said Riley Cooper.
No, Bradley
that would have
Cooper.
been something I would have said.
I think it's because what the movie was about that really moved me, and Bradley Cooper getting into that character to me was amazing.
They focused a lot on the effects on him, other than just him sniping people.
Yeah. I'm trying to think other blockbusters that.
I know you don't like any of the X-Men or Avenger type movies.
No, I'm not into that stuff. When it comes to movies, I'm into the movies that people are probably like, what the hell? Like, one of my favorite movies. Shit.
Loved it a lot.
Wait. Because I always get the name of it wrong. It's not Hell's Kitchen. Hold on.
Hell's Kitchen?
No.
That's the Gordon Ramsay
Yeah, I know. Hold on.
cooking show.
I know. I always get it.
Hell's Kitchen. Well, I mean,
No, it's going to drive me crazy.
do you know anybody who's in it?
Mm-hmm.
Can you name them?
Yeah, Robert De Niro. Bronx Tale,
Oh, Hell's Kitchen.
New York.
Now it makes sense.
I love.
I almost said Harlem Nights, and I'm like, I don't. That's not it.
That was a good movie to me.
Harlem Nights.
No, Bronx Tale.
Oh. I didn't like it as much as you did.
Yeah, it just
Like, I can watch it, but I don't think it's anything great.
The Bodyguard.
Yeah, not a fan.
I think the reason why I liked it is
I was asking you which ones you
not like
that were blockbusters that
I
you
can't
just
think
didn't.
of any blockbusters though. I can't. I mean,
Oh, there was plenty of those Avenger, Star Wars.
yeah, I don't like any of them.
Like a lot of, and Fast and Furious. That I don't think the first couple were blockbusters, but the ones that came afterwards became that.
How about you?
Titanic sucked ass. I thought that was stupid. I knew that was one of the biggest movies of that decade or whatever. I'm just trying to go with strictly blockbusters. I mean, I'm not a fan of the Avengers or X-Men either. I mean, there's some Deadpool and Blade and the Batman Begins trilogy that I liked, but besides that, I don't know if some of these are blockbusters.
Like what?
Was Happy Gilmore 2 a blockbuster? I don't think so.
I don't even think it went to movie theaters. I think it went right on demand.
Because that takes out the blockbuster part. I'm trying to go back and think. Titanic was an easy one because I just. Spoiler alert, it sinks. They just added a love story to it.
That's a hard one. I can't think of what blockbusters were.
Yeah, I'm trying to think because usually anything that's really big, I don't like it. And I don't know if that's just because it's really big or it just happens to suck. Shit. I mean, and I don't know if some of these movies, like, I've never seen Ghost or Dirty Dancing, and I think Dirty Dancing was a pretty big movie,
One of my favorites.
but I've never seen them, and I don't have any interest in it.
Why?
It just seems stupid. It just doesn't seem like it's my thing. And I'm a Patrick Swayze fan, but they just don't.
I think you'd be surprised if Ghost. I wasn't that much of a fan of Ghost. I wasn't. I did.
And I may be because I hadn't seen Footloose until
Yes,
we
I
got
mean,
together, and I thought that was a good movie.
yeah. So that'll be on our to-do list.
Great.
It's a really good. I think what got me a Dirty Dancing was the song that he sung.
Here, I'll tell you one that's a blockbuster. Step Brothers with Will Ferrell, and I can't remember the other dudes. There are two adults that their one's mom and one dad marries, and they're living together, and one guy puts his like nuts on the other guy's drum kit, and they just act like
Okay.
petulant little children. It was like everybody raves that it was like the funniest movie ever, and I thought I want this hour and a half back of my life.
I'll tell you one that
sucks.
was a blockbuster that I have no desire to watch. Terminator.
Terminator wasn't a blockbuster.
It wasn't?
Not then.
Oh.
It was a cult film. It was. I don't even know that it was released on a major label or anything like that. It was.
Oh.
It turned into it, but it wasn't.
Yeah, no desire.
Now, Terminator 2, you could say was a blockbuster.
Yeah, still no desire.
I'm trying to think of ones that you actually saw and thought sucked. And that's what I'm trying to. I'm kind of struggling with. I keep going to the Titanic. Now there was other ones that a lot of people just, Coming to America 2 sucked. I fell asleep 20 minutes into it.
Yeah.
Happy Gilmore 2 was one of the worst movies I've ever seen. Again, I don't think they were blockbusters though. I'm just trying to think. And I'm with you with Star Wars. Now I like the first three or whatever they call them.
All right, Star Trek.
That was a TV show. Right, they made movies, but
yeah.
I don't think they were blockbusters. But when they came out with the newer ones, I watched the first newer one. I couldn't tell you who was in it or anything about it, but I grew up with the first three, The Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi. When they came out with them, I just went, yeah, no interest. Honestly, Godfather 2, I was not a fan of.
Do you know my favorite part of Godfather?
When they're eating spaghetti and meatballs?
No.
Leave the gun, take the cannolis?
No.
I don't know.
The horse's head in the bed.
That was the second one.
You sure?
Mm-hmm.
Because it was the person that he wanted to sing at his daughter's wedding. That was the first one.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I know when that horse ended up in that bed.
Oh, yeah, his nephew wanted some acting part, and this guy said he was never going to get it.
It wasn't his nephew. It was the singer, yeah.
And Robert Duvall went over there and... Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, like I thought Godfather 2, it's just that back and forth from the old days to the new day. Like that one just... Until... I guess the old man died in a garden or something. Mm-hmm. And Michael Corleone took over. And it just went to that.
Well, he just ruined The Godfather 2 for anyone who hasn't seen it.
40-year-old spoiler alert.
All right. So next question. We could be on movies all night. So next question.
Yeah. Top foods.
Have you met me?
Actual dishes, not just ethnicity.
Have you met me? What do you think
You're telling them, not me. You're telling the three people that are going to see this.
Chicken parm, if it's made right.
Probably from DeFabio's.
It's one of the
or
better places.
Maybe if we made it with your gravy.
Yeah.
She makes the best gravy.
Thank you.
Or sauce, however you say it.
It's gravy. Stuffed peppers.
Is that like rice and...
You take rice and ground beef, cook it up, put it in the pepper, and put cheese on it and put it in the oven. I can't tell you the last time I had them.
So why don't we just try and make them?
And did you ever have something that like somebody in your family made that was just incredible and you're afraid that yours won't stand up to theirs.
Yeah, my mom's casserole.
Yeah, it's kind of like that.
Actually, that and her stuffing for Thanksgiving. I don't think I could recreate that.
What else? It's about, I mean, there's stuff that we make that I like the chicken cutlets, but my favorite would be chicken parm.
Oh, I need 5.
Oh, 5. All right, chicken cutlets, chicken parm, stuffed peppers.
The chicken cutlet, chicken parm things, that's one. It's the same thing.
Salisbury steak, homemade Salisbury steaks.
I know of one that you're. Can't believe you're leaving it out.
Which one was that?
Crab cakes.
Yeah, I don't get them that often though. I do love my. I actually had.
You just had them.
I just had a crab cake sandwich down the shore. It was delicious. There's 3 places that I can say have good crab cakes.
Anywhere in Maryland.
It's in Havre de Grace, Maryland. Oh my God, they are like my mouth is watering now just thinking about it. Albies
Albies and Boost Corners, yeah.
and Rio Grande Diner.
And it's crazy that a place in the middle of Delaware County makes good crab cakes.
All right, what about you?
5 top foods.
Yep.
Pizza. And not only because we just had it. Your spaghetti, meatballs, gravy. Definitely the meatballs and the gravy, the spaghetti, whatever. I would say like filet mignon with like baked potato. Raviolis marinara from the Fabio's.
I knew that was coming.
What's that for? Probably the breaded cutlets and mac and
Mac and cheese.
I make the mac and cheese. You make the breaded cutlets, but them together, I don't know why.
It's like the
It's Italian seasoned breadcrumbs and breaded cutlets and just basic American cheese and macaroni. But for some reason, it's just I could eat it every night.
yeah, it goes really good together. All right, favorite dessert.
5
Yeah.
top 5 favorite desserts that I still eat because there's a lot that I've just cut out. Does cookies and milk count?
Go ahead, we'll count it.
Either Oreos or Chips Ahoy. Oreos or Chips Ahoy if you're watching. You can send me a case.
Probably get done them in a week.
Yeah, sent to. I'm like super simple, like hot fudge sundaes. Like a Reese's peanut butter cup hot fudge sundae would be the tops on that one. New York style cheesecake. I have to say recently, even though it's a form of cheesecake, is your ricotta or ragout pie, ricotta cheese pie. It's like there's like 3 ingredients in it or something,
Just about, yeah.
but it tastes nothing like regular cheesecake. It's just different texture, different taste, everything. It's just I never had anything like that. That's great. I really don't eat it anymore, but I used to Like I could kill a birthday cake in a couple of days. That, a good, I know, if anybody's from around here and remembers, there used to be a bakery called Orlando's. Even Maria's back in the day just had amazing, I don't know, something about the icing and the cake. It just, so I'm not real sophisticated when it comes to desserts. So
Okay.
how about you?
Lemon meringue pie.
We should probably make that one of these times. We got fresh lemons sitting up there.
A hot fudge sundae. I'm not. Yeah, it's.
I could probably drop the birthday cake and add the Chipwich sundaes that we started making.
Yeah. And mint chocolate chip cookies, like mint chocolate chip ice cream.
What about you? Not the ricotta pie.
You'll notice I usually don't eat it. I like it.
Don't you like tiramisu?
What a tiramisu?
Tiramisu?
What is tiramisu?
It's some Italian dessert. You're fucking half Italian. How do you not know what that is? Don't ask me what it is. I don't know, but it's just called tiramisu.
No.
Yeah.
You're Polish. Do you like kibasi?
Yes. And I'm not Polish. I'm Czech.
Same thing. All right. Another question.
Rank your major holidays
Oh, duh.
from 1 to, say 5. There's basically 5 of them. Well, I'll just say, so there's Christmas, Halloween, Thanksgiving, Easter, and 4th of July. We'll just use those.
Christmas, 4th of July, Halloween, Easter, Thanksgiving.
Really?
You thought Halloween and 4th of July were going to be reversed?
No, I thought it would have been Christmas, Thanksgiving, Halloween, 4th of July, and then Easter, because Thanksgiving you go all out with the food.
Yeah, and the only thing I eat is the spaghetti or the raviolis and the meatballs.
Well, I know. I'm just saying how I mean, you spend like 2 days.
Yeah, that's for everybody else, though.
Okay. And Halloween, I know you love giving out.
Yeah, 4th of July means more to me because of what it stands for.
But we rarely do anything.
So for the longest time, okay, backstory. For the longest time, I didn't celebrate 4th of July because it was my ex-husband's birthday.
Is it?
Yep.
I didn't know that.
Yep. So when we went through the divorce and separation, my son would always usually be with him on the 4th of July when he was younger. So I didn't do anything.
We don't really do anything now, and because it's always hot as balls, and this year's going to be no exception. I mean, we usually get out to see some fireworks somewhere.
Right.
I mean, we've already been out to see some.
So, what about you?
We could just pretty much stop at Christmas.
Christmas, yeah, that's what I...
But, I mean, Christmas, it would be Christmas, Halloween, 4th of July. The only reason I'll say Easter is because of some of the candy that comes out around there. And then Thanksgiving to me is just a completely waste. Like, it's just one of them that I think I talked about it before. It's like football and eating, of which I don't watch football anymore, really, and I don't do a whole lot of eating, so it's a waste. And I don't go hunting for Easter eggs, and my kids are adults. All our kids are adults, so...
If I had Easter eggs, would you go hunt them?
If we hit Easter eggs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
You know my dumbass. Is there going to be money in them?
Don't worry what I put in them. All right. We can probably get one more question in. What do you want to ask?
I don't know. Don't you have one?
If you had the opportunity to meet anybody famous, who would you want to meet?
Dead or alive?
Mm-hmm.
Or
Dead or alive?
you said celebrity?
Famous.
Famous. That's hard. Just one?
Yep, just one.
I'd say Morgan Freeman. Just from the interviews that I've seen and his lifespan spanning from civil rights till now, yeah, like he's got to have like a million stories, from growing up, acting career, everything, and all, and little interviews and stuff that I see with him. He just seems really interesting, and I know there's a lot of people that would be like, "Why wouldn't you want to go back and Abraham Lincoln or Hitler's father and kill him ahead of time or something like that?" But yeah, I think it'd be Morgan Freeman. Just he's never made a bad movie. That's one. He seems like a cool dude. Like he's not like out there. He doesn't seem like one of those full of himself actors or.
Right.
Just seems like he'd be interesting to. But it couldn't be just like an hour or two. I would need to talk to him for like days. How about you?
Patrick Swayze.
Not JFK?
I find JFK's assassination.
Before he got his head blown off.
No, because he would do me no good because I didn't find anything interesting until after he got his head blown off. Patrick Swayze. And for those who want to know why, I actually read his book after he passed. Mainly because it didn't come out until after he passed.
Oh, I was going to say, I hope he didn't write it after.
He did.
He wrote it after he
No,
passed?
he wrote it prior, but it wasn't going to be released until after he passed.
Okay.
He had a very interesting life. Like, he was a gymnast. He was a dancer. His mom owned a dance studio. He performed on Disney on Ice.
He what?
Performed on Disney on Ice.
On what?
Disney on Ice.
Oh.
The Ice Capades.
Yeah, I got it. I don't know why I leaned in to hear like I was going to hear any better.
I was wondering that with myself. And the other thing I think I found very interesting is when he got diagnosed with the pancreatic cancer, he was in the middle of doing a TV series. And anyone who knows anything about pancreatic cancer is by the time you're diagnosed, it's usually pretty far advanced.
It's usually too late.
And he just kept going and going and going until he couldn't go anymore. And his wife that he married was somebody who he'd known his whole life, was a student at his mom's dance studio and all that. Just their story was incredible. If I had an opportunity to meet one other person besides him, you're probably going to think I'm crazy.
Charles Manson.
No. Well, yeah, that'd be an interesting conversation, but no, not really. Toby Keith.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people, and
And it has nothing to do with them being famous. Like Toby Keith is because of everything he did for the military, the soldiers when they were overseas, and his love for the country. So they would probably be the two biggest. And unfortunately, it'll never happen because they're both gone.
I mean, I have a few other people. Like, it's weird. It's like Ozzy, but I think I'd rather talk to Jack Osborne at this point because he knows everything.
He doesn't. I just watched an episode with him and his mom, and he just found out.
Well, yeah. I mean, there's things he doesn't know, but I mean, he lived
Right.
a big chunk of that life. So, and I don't know if I was sitting there with Ozzy that I could understand him with my hearing loss and the way he talked. I don't know that I would get a whole lot. Where I've watched Jack Osborne on his, like I follow him and
On
I've
his
watched a
podcast?
lot of stuff. And he, again, seems pretty down to earth, and he seems like somebody that you could just sit and have a conversation with. But it would be weird because it wouldn't be so much about him. It would be about all the stories and
About his dad, yeah.
and the shit that you don't know. But then I could say the same thing with Zach Wilde. It's like, yeah, I want to know Zach Wilde's story, but he could tell me all the shit about Ozzy from 1991 until
Current, yeah.
then. I mean, which is what, 35 years?
It's ironic because Ozzy is Zach Wilde's children's godfather.
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 You said grandfather?
I said godfather.
Oh, I thought you said grandfather.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
like,
his-
I don't
it's-
know how that works.
It's his, yeah, they're his, he's their godfather.
But there's a lot of people back in history that it's like, I guess I don't lean towards the presidents and stuff like that because even if you could talk to them, they probably wouldn't tell you the truth anyway of what was really going on.
Marilyn Monroe, did she really have an affair with JFK? And were there really secret tunnels?
And you're never going to know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't. I don't. And I don't think it's anyone to find out anything like scandalous or anything. It's just. And the ones I would want to talk to, like I said, it's for. If I had to pick somebody who was alive, Clint Eastwood.
Yeah, I mean, he's seen and done it all pretty much.
I mean,
Well, you brought up Tommy Lee. He was just on the Joe Rogan podcast, just came on, and he was on it. And I learned all kinds of shit from that. He's like into bonsai trees.
yeah.
He's got a 300-year-old bonsai tree. And he's like super into that from when they used to go to Japan and tour. And he like really got into it.
Did you, not to bring any horrendous stuff up, but did you ever see the video of him and Pamela?
Unfortunately.
Okay, did you watch the whole thing or did you just watch the sex parts?
I watched about 2 seconds of them on a boat. I didn't need to see any more than that.
Most guys don't. They're just like so like jealous of him. But anyway, I'm not saying you
It
are.
didn't have to do with that. I never saw his
Oh,
junk, so I don't know.
if you actually watch that movie, you'll learn a lot of other things too, like when they show the house and all that.
Home movies are supposed to be home movies. They're not supposed to be released to the public, so I don't need to watch that.
Yeah, you saw like
He could be somebody that. Again, there's another. Okay, so that's one of my favorite bands. We've talked about that. I would rather talk to Nikki Sixx about the whole situation. The whole, from his life to the present. Because I've seen some of his stuff on Instagram and other interviews and stuff like that, and he seems like, he seems like a cool dude. I don't know. But I said the same thing with like Wolfgang Van Halen's another one that, I would love to be able to talk to him, about growing up in that shadow. And there's no way that you're not growing up in that shadow.
Yeah.
Yeah, let them be music. Denzel Washington's another one.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of somebody like world leader type, but like nobody's.
Gandhi.
Nah. Yeah, I don't know. You know, it's weird. Like, I would like to talk to, and obviously everybody's dead from. Well, they are. Everybody that was in Germany in the early 30s and at the end of the war are all dead, or some of the oldest people ever.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I think they said there was two. There was still one that was still alive from the famous battle.
Normandy, D-Day. We stormed the beach.
Was it that or
Battle of the Bulge.
I think Battle of the Bulge.
Yeah, I mean, technically, if you were 18 in 45 or 44, you're now
102.
100 and something. So, yeah. But what I'm talking about is to be able to go back in time and talk to, and not Hitler or any of his shitheads, but the German people, just to figure, because World War II has always interested me in a way that I found intriguing. Like, how did one person or just a couple of people be able to flip that switch and get tens of millions of people to just jump on board with the shit that they were doing and either support it or just look the other way and just like, what the hell was so bad and what was being said?
It's
And I know they were struggling after World War One and all.
it's still crazy.
And the economy wasn't. But to go that far, the barbaric, you know, just the treatment of the Jews and the Slavic people and minorities and anybody that wasn't, what they considered the super race of Aryan people, just to go to that lengths. And you watch those, like, you see stuff now where it's like, wow, there's 50,000 people showed up for a rally. Go back and watch those black and white videos of those Nazi rallies. There's millions of people there.
Yep, it's crazy.
Like, they got torches and flags and staffs and they're chanting. And it's just like, how do you get like an entire country? And it wasn't just Germany. It was parts of Austria,
Fear.
parts of Yugoslavia.
It's just fear. I don't think they all agreed with them, but it was just
why?
fear.
Because in the very beginning, they didn't have all that shit built up.
No, but it was nothing for him to say kill them.
But I'm saying in the beginning, he got named Chancellor of Germany, and he didn't have that kind of power. It's just weird. It's just something that I watch every time there's a documentary. I watch it because I just don't get. One, I don't get how you can just be that way towards other people, regardless of their race, religion, what they look like, whatever. Just to do that to other people and try to find more efficient ways of killing them and exterminating the Jews as quickly as possible. Like, and just people just kind of looked the other way, and I know some claim they didn't know what was going on, but I find that a little hard to believe when they were living next door and now they're not, and you don't question. It just amazes me that it got to that point.
I mean,
so it's like that. Like, if I could go back to talk to those people at that time in like the late 30s and just go, what is going on that you're going along with this? Like, I don't get it. I'll never get it, and I don't think anybody ever will.
yeah, it's one of the many unanswerable questions.
Yeah, it was just a weird, not weird, it was just fucked up. But
On that note,
on that uplifting note,
maybe we'll do another episode like this, so you can kind of get in his head and where he's thinking. God bless you.
You don't want to do that.
All right, guys. Have a great night.